Well, back at it again. Got a little chore for old Ethel here. I got a free snow machine yesterday and it's a little too much for me to pick up and get out of the truck by myself, so gonna fire this thing up. It's about 20 degrees. Haven't started it in 3-4 weeks since I parked it. And the carburetor leaks a little bit, but the intake will warm up and it'll burn off of that. That's no big deal. So I'm just gonna clean the snow off of this thing and get it fired up. Normally I wouldn't record this kind of stuff, but everyone on the 67 to 72 Ford truck Facebook group just goes nuts over this thing. So I figured I'd record a video and let them watch what happens with it. It's pretty cool because I thought I was the only one that liked this truck all smashed up, but I guess a lot of other people do. Should have cleaned it off before it all froze on, but I think it'll come off just fine. Well, I got it off of there for the most part. Now I'll get the hood up and throw the battery in, check the oil even, and then we'll try it. This door got so mangled up in the accident, you can't open it from the outside. So since the back windows broke out, you just reach in through here and grab the latch and open it. I cannot believe it even latches anymore. And people always ask, well, how's the cab like? Yeah, it's not too good anymore. So she's a little far from being fixed up totally, so it's just a yard truck. I do take care of it though, believe it or not. So here's the old hood stay up piece of pipe. So let me get the hood up because it's really heavy. It doesn't have springs anymore, and we'll check back. So there we are. It's not sketchy at all. You don't want to do this when the wind is blowing, but it's pretty calm outside today, so I think we're good. The old 360 is not even frosted up, so this should go pretty easy. Last winter I started this thing after several weeks of 40 below, and she did just fine. It's just the carburetor leak that's a little hassle at the moment, but once it's warmed up, it burns off. No big deal. I just love the simplicity of these things. You can see where everything's at. You don't have to fight to get to it. And she doesn't even need oil. We're good. As screwed up as this truck is, it's not very high maintenance, believe it or not. Everything's pretty intact with the wiring and brakes and stuff like that. The front or the rear brakes don't work. I had to block those off, but the fronts work. Of course, it's just in the yard, so it's good enough. After the accident, I guess the original radiator got screwed up and somebody put this big industrial one in, so it cools nicely. So yeah, let me hook up the battery and should be good. It even has the original jack. I cannot believe it. Wherever it wrecked, it must have been a really difficult pull to get it out because they did that to it. But, you know, that's not important. It doesn't hold anything together up front. This rope's been on here ever since I got it. It's still holding on. The bumper was about to go into that wheel, so I tied it up for the tow home, and it's been there ever since. So that's good. Okay, battery's in. Connections are good, hopefully. They're always quite picky on this. The old seat's just a real treat to sit on. Gotta fix the foam so your back is happy at the end of the day. Oh yeah, gotta defrost the windshield. I forgot about that. Well, I got the windshield defroster. Okay, I got the windshield somewhat defrosted. I even put gas in it because, you know, I like trouble-free jobs once in a while. So, it's ready to go. Just gotta climb into it here. Yeah, you can see out that. Yep. So, starting procedure. Do a lot of that. Turn the key. Crank her over. Do some more of that. Stop. Do some more of that. Crank her over again. Oh, I think the choke might be permanently open. So, let me go check on that. Well, she's going. Sorry I didn't get to start up the camera. Wasn't too happy at that moment. She never gives up, never lets me down. There's that leak. You don't have to worry about that. Let her warm up a little bit. When I got this rear axle out of a F-250 two-wheel drive at the junkyard, I couldn't find any highboy U-bolts, so I just made them out of short ones and welded them all together. So that's weight safety approved. This may look like total redneckery, but this actually keeps the boom from going side to side when you're lifting up stuff. And I just trussed it earlier this fall to make it stronger, and it has a regular hitch and a pintle hitch under here. I just got the tire on there and a cable for dragging stuff. Now she's gonna idle down. Look at that, it's like a brand new 360. Oh yeah, and people are pointing that hub instruction out. I guess they like it. The radio doesn't work, sadly. That would be pretty cool. The transfer case pops out of gear all the time. Just out of too high, I think. I just got all kinds of stuff up here. Okay, I'll get the hood down and we'll drive it that way to unload the sled. Well, this camera's a piece of garbage. It didn't get the clip of me driving ahead, but we got her. She She stalled out. The choke ain't too happy, but it'll start up again. Just gotta keep feathering the throttle. But we'll get her down there and get her backed up to the other truck and get that sled out. This is probably the last job for this truck until next spring. Doesn't like the cold weather too much. The rear main seal gets unhappy when it's really cold out and leaks like crazy, but must be a good clutch because it hasn't slipped yet. But we got her. Okay, we'll fire her back up and keep going. Neutral. Good old FEs, they're cold-blooded, but they're good. First gear. I know you can't see much, neither can I. Yeah, she's warmed up now. I just want to do this right so it doesn't drop on the nice step side, because these things are hard to find. So I'll just put a chain from one end to the other, front to back, pick it straight up, and then slowly drive ahead with it, and it'll work out just fine, hopefully. Okay, got it chained up with some tension on it. It's raised up out of the bed a little bit, so I'll put a tag line on the back. And by tag line, I mean this gear tie thing. All set to drive ahead now. I'll do that and check back in so you can see if I screwed up or not. Well, I'm not a total idiot. It worked. I'll just lower it down now and then I can check out my new sled. Oh, hold on. Perfect time to look underneath. Oh yeah, that track is still nice. Tub ain't too banged up. Looks about normal. Yeah, this worked out just perfect. So thanks for watching. For those of you that are here from the Facebook group, thanks for showing so much love for this truck. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun reading your comments and everything on it. So yeah, that's unloaded now. I'll make a video on getting this thing going if anyone's interested in that. Needs one coil and should go. It's been sitting for a few years, needs to be cleaned up. This may be a good one to try out my restoration skills on. I'm not sure if I can do that or not. But anyways, that's it. Old Ethel did the job.